at y'all looking ass niggas. Stop looking at my ass niggas. Look at y'all lying ass niggas talking about his paid off for this finance lying ass
Points in the game room. So we ain't never hating in the shade room. So me and you ain't never in the same room. I tell him eat the cookie cause it's good for him.
Alright y'all, I tried to just set up my camera, but all I'm doing is I have my regular braids. I haven't braided my hair in so long. So I just braided it and I'm gonna just like wrap it so it can be real flat. All I'm doing right here is I'm using some of the black Got2b gel and I'm just laying my edges back, and you're just gonna sleek it back with one of your edge brushes or your edge toothbrush. Then I'm gonna pull this wig cap down, make sure it's below your ear, and I'm going in with my Got2b gel again, and I'm just doing it right at the top. Then I'm gonna use the Freeze Blast spray and I'm gonna spray the whole perimeter of the front of my head to make sure that everything is saturated. Right here, I think so I got this from Gamazante, where I cut out the hole in my ears to make sure that the side is gonna lay flat, and that's all I do. Then I go in with my Freeze Blast spray and just spray everything down. And you guys might want to use the Freeze Blast spray more than the gel, because the Freeze Blast spray literally dries in like 5 minutes and the gel takes like a good 20 minutes to get hard. So that's what I'm doing right here, and you kind of just gonna blow dry that with your dryer. And yeah, on the coolest setting, and make sure you're holding, if you have a cool button on your blow dryer, you want to hold it down. I'm just using some scissors to cut out this cap. Make sure you're cutting it close as possible. And if you do not really want to get too much makeup on your skin, you want to put the makeup before you cut it. But I'm going to show you guys how I do it after, but just for reference, you might want to do it before. I learned that is easier. So that's all I'm doing right here, is cutting this off, and then we're going to move to the next step. Alright you guys, this is my Ruby Kisses 3D face thing. You can get this at your beauty store or online. This is like a little expensive, but some people say that they get it at their beauty store for like $2. Mine was like $5, but I'm in the color 14, and sometimes I use both sides, but you can use any side that matches yours. So I put this on, then I use some of my toner to make sure that my skin is really clean. And I put some on my my cap. I use this 91% alcohol as well to like really make sure that my skin is clean and dry, so I can apply the glue. So I'm using this GhostBond glue, and I'm putting a little bit at the edge of my cap, and this does not count as a layer. This just counts as me sealing the cap so it's seamless.
Digits on the beat.
Alright you guys, when we're done sealing the cap, we're going to start putting our first layer. And what you want to do is put it on and make sure you're swiping down. Do not swipe it back, because you don't want your cap to pill up, if that makes sense. So all we're doing is adding little by little, and we're going to add 3 layers and smooth it out really good so it's clear. And as soon as it turns clear, add the other layer. And you don't want to take long with adding the layers, because it's not going to stick properly. So you want to move kind of quick with this, but as soon as you see it's going clear, you add a layer.
Digits on the beat.
Now that we're done with the 3rd layer, we're going to put our wig on. And what you want to do is put on your wig from the back. Do not flip your hair over, because the hair is going to get stuck to the glue.
So you want to put it on this way and make sure that everything is looking how you want it to lay. Smooth all the baby hairs back, and then we're gonna try laying it as neat as possible. I kind of laid mine a little bit too close down to my forehead, but you guys can take your time with this because literally I was not going nowhere. I was just trying to demonstrate how I put on this blonde wig, but you just take your time, and if you do it right, it's supposed to stick right away, but you're gonna see the extra steps that you can take to make sure that everything is gonna lay properly. Okay, so now we're gonna use our blow dryer on hot air, and this hot hair, what am I saying? This hot air is gonna make sure that the glue is kind of melting into the lace because it's warming it up. So you want to do this and kind of use your rat tail to push it in, and then you're kind of done. Then you're gonna smooth that back. I did go in and pluck this wig off camera, so right now it's looking a little dense, but I did go in and pluck it. You're gonna get your scissors and just cut off all the little extra lace. If you did lay this properly, you would not have extra lace, but I was laying it too close to my forehead, so I had extra lace. And when you do that, just to make sure everything is good, you're gonna go back in and make sure it's plucked the way you want it to look and all that. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to lay your baby hairs. So right here, I did not lay my baby hairs yet, but I was going in to cut this hair because I did not like the length that it was at. So I went in and I did like a quick chop bob, and I kind of just layered it a little tiny bit. But that's basically all I was doing right here, and then just checking it out to make sure it's looking how I wanted it to look. And yeah, I just used my shears. I got this from Amazon to make sure that everything was kind of matching up and looking good. And I kept getting out of the screen because I had a plastic next to me to make sure that I wasn't getting all of this hair on my bed. And just flip it to make sure it's looking how you want it to. Yeah. So right here I'm using this Afro G mousse, and you can get this at your beauty store. I'm just laying that all over my front of my hairline, and I'm just using this comb, and I'm just swooping some baby hairs. And I like baby hairs, so that's why I'm doing this. But I like using the mousse because then it doesn't make your hair hard. So when it dries, you can just use the comb, and it's soft, but it's molded. So that's all I'm doing right here is I'm molding the baby hairs, and I'm going to tie it back down with my do-rag. And yeah, after I'm done, I'm just going to do my makeup really quick and come back and show you guys the finished product. So right here, I'm just taking the do-rag off. Hurry up. Take the do-rag off. So right here, this is what I meant when I said you can use your comb to loosen up the baby hairs. So the baby hairs is molded, but it's not stuck to your head. So you're just using a comb and you're combing it out, and it makes it soft. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just checking the hair out. I will go in with my flat iron to kind of give it a little bump and stuff. But for the most part, this is how I wanted it to look. I did have my light on. That's why you're seeing that yellow tint, but it's going to disappear in a minute because I'm going to turn it off. And I'm parting my hair crooked, but whatever. I did go in with this Baby Bliss flat iron I got from Sally Beauty. You could check the Sally Beauty's website, but I got it in stores. So if you have a Sally Beauty's close to you, you might want to check them out because I got this on sale. So they might be having a sale on it. And it's really, really good. So all I'm doing is flat ironing my hair, going back. And we're basically done. This is the look. And I hope you guys like this. Tell me if this helped you. And I'm going to post the link to how I got this color in my description box. Bye.
Bitch, I'm me.